ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, the City of Odense, GeForce GTX, Lenovo Legion, Bedway, Pay Safeguard, Logitech G, Mountain Dew League, Xfinity, and ESEA.
Hello everyone, welcome back to match day number 11. We're jumping on towards map number 2 very shortly between Cloud9 and Splice, and well, purely he might be converting towards a Ghost Gaming fan like me soon, because Splice, that performance was a little bit dismal.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I mean, there shouldn't be too much comparison because, you know, Splice didn't really show up too much in that game, so pretty much like we're like ghosts in some sense.
Fair enough, I'll pay you that. I'll pay you that one. But Cloud9, I mean, they were doing everything right. Sure, they had a couple of scrappy rounds, but you could see that, you know, better firepower, better mechanics, that's what we expected. Splice just playing too scared. Taking a quick look at the schedule on the main screen, it is CLG versus Immortals, and CLG did take the first victory, and CLG actually in prime position in mind this season actually to make it to the finals.
Yeah, and that's what we want to see. I mean, CLG always feels like to me the team that in the qualifiers, they don't always do the best. They don't always qualify for all the events. They lose a lot of matches to teams that they perhaps would consider underdogs to them. But when they do actually make it to the events, they never fail to disappoint. They always have something up their sleeve. They're always prepared quite well for the matches, and they always have fairly good upsets against international teams. So I'm really not opposed to them doing well in the Pro League. Would be nice to see them at the event. Would make it more interesting for me anyway.
To be fair though, Immortals do have 3 more new members coming in at the stage. So Immortals at the stage is like a really big shake-up.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at this point, you know, Immortals is pretty much just like every time they have a problem with their roster, they just go to the Tempo Storm organization. They're like, all right, how much you want? And they just get out the checkbook and start buying all their players every time. It's basically just like their farm team at this point, it seems like.
Yeah, but definitely the players now coming to Immortals definitely have the opportunity of a lifetime. So, well, if you want to have the opportunity of your lifetime, I know you always love playing ECA, Mitch.
Yeah. You know, in all memes aside, it's actually a pretty good service that, you know, you can get some good games in, you can start improving, and I just wouldn't recommend it to people with like under 200 hours on Counter-Strike, perhaps.
Yeah,
if
it's
you
just
can't
like
cop the emotional abuse.
Not just the emotional abuse, it's just kind of like, I come in sometimes like, all right, I just want to play kind of like a chill pug. Let's just do our best to win and not give up till the 16. But it just feels like even when you're winning 5-0, you have one person just screaming at you, going, you did everything wrong, and then this person has no idea what they're doing, and it's just, you're just shaking head, and winning 5-0, chill, bro. Like, there's a thing called positive reinforcement and positive feedback, and all I'm hearing is negativity. I don't need this negativity in my life, and you just type in block this user, and then yeah.
And what a great service with great features such as .block. You can mute people. You can kick people. You know,
I've never actually had to kick someone before, so I just, because in my mind I'm like, even if they're negative, then I just go, oh, I'm not going to become negative. I'm just going to be that positive kind of reinforcement guy. I'm always going to be chill, and then generally they calm down because I just go like, look, what's wrong, man? It's not the game. I can understand it's not the game because no one's just angry at CS:GO. There are other factors in life.
So basically, you go on ECA to become a glorified counselor.
Kind of sometimes. I mean,
kind of sometimes.
Kind of sometimes.
Okay.
Only kind of.
Well, Splice might need a bit of counsel after that last match. They didn't really show up too much. Kind of got stomped. And hopefully, if this is their map pick, they will be able to do a little bit better on Overpass, I think it is.
I'm actually not certain which map it 100% is, but we'll just wait and see.
Whatever
comes will come. It'll be one of the other 6 maps. I don't think we'll repeat of Inferno.
One of the other 6 maps that's not the one that was picked by the other team. That's great analysis, Kevin. Thank you.
No worries. It was 100% correct analysis.
Yep.
I'm not wrong, but at the same time,
not helpful.
It's not really helpful advice. It's just craft tips, but it is Overpass, so it's just confirmed by my helpful person in the ear. So
yeah,
there you are.
Well, that should be an interesting match. We don't see Cloud9 play too much Overpass, so might be a little bit more outside of their comfort. Might be moving back to their 5th or 6th.
No, they were pretty comfortable yesterday. They stomped Ghost pretty hard.
Yeah, well, you know, that doesn't really say too much about Cloud9's Overpass.
I'll put it this way. Okay, so yesterday on Inferno, Ghost got 12 rounds against Cloud9.
Okay.
And today, and that was like with, not with Cloud9 starting on CT, so like Ghost actually started on T side. They got 6 rounds. And now we're coming in towards Overpass. I mean, Cloud9 won 16-6 yesterday. They started CT side. So, and they will be starting CT side again today because it is Splice's map pick. So, yeah, it's a little bit scary.
Look, I'm just gonna be hopeful. I still
Optimistic.
believe, and I think that Splice will do a little bit better. I don't know if they can win in their current form, especially if some of the boys don't, you know, get the balls to run into the bomb site and stop playing so timid, get some map control on the CT, take some aim duels, maybe win. You know, if you're going to go for those stacky kind of plays, let's go for some connector aggression. Let's go for some long A pushes. Let's go for some short B control. There's plenty of places you can go aggressive on Overpass on the CT side. And then on the T side, let's just start to see someone take those responsibilities of the entry fragger.
Now, do you know what I call it? Is that you just sometimes, in CS, you just need to go the big rig mode.
Yep.
I said this yesterday. You really do sometimes just have to just go, all right, I'm just going to make a YOLO play, and you just charge in, screaming some kind of ancestral war cry, and just rally your teammates around you. That's what Splice was missing sometimes. It was just like, the rally it did with the CZ. It was just like, you know, Drone was like, come with me, my fellow brothers. And then Davey was just like, yeah, I'm backing you up, bro. And they charged in, they won that round. There was a lack of that on the CT side. We need to see that more on their T side. They need to go in together. Just, they can take the aim deals. It's not like they're devoid of talent. It's not like they're just a bunch of limp fish. They can win against Cloud9.
They played like a bunch of limp fish last
map. They did, because they thought they were limp fish. They got to believe that they're just, you know, some 10-foot giant which will stomp Cloud9. It's just that positive belief. You got to believe that you're better than the opponent. You can't be intimidated. You just got to step up to that level. You got to back yourself with everything you got. If you think you're going to lose, then you're never going to perform at your best.
Yeah, and look,
you got to come into this one just go lights out.
If you got somebody like Davey who's doing so well in the later round, it becomes a lot easier to sort of convince yourself that, look, you know, my teammate's playing lights out in the mid and late round. He's getting the multi-kills. He's getting the clutches. So when somebody like that is, you know, performing and he's putting in the work, then really at that point, when you're doing absolutely nothing in the server, you just got to go, you know, at least if I die here and someone gets a trade on me, I'm facilitating to put my teammates in a position to win the round. I mean, you know, a good example of that would maybe be someone like a Taco and SK Gaming. You know, if you get somebody who's just playing really well in the mid and late round is able to, or at least has a decent chance to close out the round, even if he's playing against, you know, players on Cloud9 who either one of them could win the aim duel against him. He's in good form at the moment. Put him in a position to win the round and at least he might get more than 4.
Absolutely, and I think Splice do need to get more than 4 at this stage, otherwise they're going to... It's just so difficult, right? Because you just got absolutely wrecked in your own map. And I was talking about this about compLexity, who it will be playing Luminosity later, is that if you do quite well on the map, you come close and you don't win, sometimes you feel a lot better because it's kind of like everyone's fired up. They know that they can take the victory. A couple of key rounds didn't go their way. They'll be like, it's all right, we can take it against the top team like Optic. But for Splice, like when you go down 4 and 16, like what is there positive to talk about? I'm always the guy that's just like, you got to believe. But what is there for Splice to believe in right now?
They can't do any worse.
Oh, okay, that's a little bit depressing. It's like, it's all right, guys. We got hammered just then, but we can't do any worse. Let's go in there and play some Counter-Strike.
I mean, honestly, I have one series off the back of getting absolutely demolished in the first map, and then in the second map, you're feeling pretty emo, and, you know, sometimes the mindset of, let's just, you know, we can't do worse than that. Let's start off having a bit of fun, you know, go for some bit of aggression, see if we can get ourselves in the game, find something that works, maybe chuck a couple meme plays in there and see how it goes. And then, you know, you might actually put yourself in a position where you find some awkward rounds, you do some things that normally would throw your opponent off guard. And then from that point, you can actually get yourselves a foot in the game. Because I'll tell you what, the standard sort of plays from Splice were not working on Inferno. And if they're going to play like underdogs, then play gimmicky, fight dirty, and if they're going to play straight up, they're going to need to step up individually and play better.
Alright, let's see how they step up indeed. It will be Cloud9 most likely, starting on the CT side. I'm just waiting for the confirmation. I'm never a 100% person. I'm always a 95% person, unless I can state.
They will be starting on one of the sides. There
will be 10 players in the server. Might be additional coaches inside the coaching slot, but there will be 10 players actively engaging each other on a battlefield known as D_overpass.
Okay, thank you.
That's 100% unhelpful information.
It's pretty helpful. As we do see the game beginning in 4, 3, 2, one. Semphis with the P250. He's got flash and a smoke. The rest of the boys buying up armor. Thank God Rocker's not buying the utility. I'm getting traumatized. Skadoodle with the double flash and the kit. He's going to flash out towards the monster area. Double peek coming in from Rush and Stewie. Pretty common pistol round. Works out well if the team does rush in the monster area on the T side. They run in completely blind, start bumbling over each other and you get some free headshots, but that's not going to be the case for Splice. They're going to take things a little bit slower. Flash and a smoke, getting run boosted over the top. Mitch shooting a couple bullets at Rush. As the smoke does fly out towards the A side of the map. Or was that the bridge? Nope, they're going to smoke off the bridge. Flash going over the top, blinds Rush, and in comes Drone, gets his head completely ripped off.
Yeah, Roka does well in the entry though, because that means the CTs are going to be overwhelmed eventually. They're both stuck. Oh no, you hate to see that. Roka is just taking up a little bit too much space, and now Mitch will fall automatic. Oh, automatic. Too sharp, too strong, and Roka's already too low. Huge, huge round coming out from the Danger Man himself.
Yeah, his name looked a little bit automatic there as he was just rips onto the short B angle, flies his crosshair over there, straight onto the head of one of the T's. Easy 3K, I believe it was, from him.
It looks so promising for Splice as well, and that was much better, you know. They went in together, they got the first opening kills, but just a little bit of miscommunication. He had Roka on the site, he was already low trying to hide, and he had a teammate with a bomb. I think it was Davey. It's just like, bro, let me in, I want to plant, and he's just exposed to ABC, and they just tap away. He's got no body armor, or was it Semphis? I was uncertain, but at the stage, you know, if you're exposed in the middle of the elements, the storm of Cloud9 is going to wear you down and wash you out. And now, Splice, very minimal investment, just base pistols, and Stewie 2K is on the shelf with the MP7 waiting for them to come up. Will they check this corner? And the answer is no, but Stewie 2K is just going to make this engagement happen. He's already got 3 before he's been traded out by a nice shot from Drone, but it will be all in this round. That's all right for Splice, though. They're looking for the next round. Stewie 2K has farmed up a Storm, and I think both sides will be happy with this engagement.
Yeah, he got 3 kills with that SMG. I think that one has plus 600 money rewards, MP7. So he's pretty much refunded his MP7 purchase for that one. So good job from him. And Rocker, he got 2 in that pistol round, so that's good. I think a really big key for Splice in this game is getting Drone and Rocker involved in these rounds. Like, you know, I'm sure that they have, you know, at least decent decision making at this kind of a level, but against a team like Cloud9, you know, especially with the more inexperienced players, and when they're not playing up to scratch, you know, in that last match, you need to remove some of the decision making from those kind of players, and you need to put them in positions where they just need to use their aim and try to take those gunfights, and then leave it down to the more experienced players. The Semphises, the Davey seems to be pretty good in the late round, and see if you can close out the round that way. That's what I would probably recommend. Roka gets himself legged down to 39 by Stewie, I believe it was, who's gone for the no armor. Skadoodle on the rifle. He's going to get tagged up by Semphis, so that gives him a little bit of information that Splice has taken over the party area. Good map control from them as Stewie still is up towards that long A area. Looks like Automatic's going to push up with him as Splice takes the bathroom. Skadoodle's still pretty far up here, so he's got no real support from his teammates. This could be a pretty easy trade here for Splice as Davies shoulder peeking the angle. Seems to be very aware that that's the case. That Skadoodle will be positioned up in that area. So good discipline from Davey. Flash comes out for Skadoodle, grabs some information, and looks like a late round push up the long A area for Automatic. This is a pretty good read from him, and it could completely dismantle the side of Splice.
I think I would suspect that Stewie holding that toilets angle would make you think there has to be surely a player pushing long A at this stage. Mitch, though, lurking towards B, will take down Tarek as he was trying to gain control of short water and potentially some more information. So Skadoodle is forced to rotate across, and Automatic will strike. It means Splice has to come towards the B side. They do have a limited set of utility, and here's the ghost signal. Automatic, where is that incendiary grenade gone? Nowhere near relevancy. And now the attack on B side is going to begin. Mitch has been dinked down, and Skadoodle's got a lot of work to do right now. And he's going to be caught out completely unaware. Drone just wide swinging and peeking it. Easy kill for him. 2 on 3. The good news is that, well, there are 2 low-membered HP players for Splice, but otherwise, Automatic's got a lot of work to do. Stewie on the AWP, never really the most optimal situation for retake as he's just locked behind smoke.
Yeah, AWP and no armor. Would be surprised if they even went for this, to be honest. Automatic's looking like he's keen, but he's getting shot from about 7 different angles. Takes the head off of Mitch, but no kit here for Stewie, and he's got no armor either. Just looking for some more exits, make it a little bit more expensive on the side of Splice. Drone's just going to see if he can upgrade from that Galil, but...
Can he even save his AWP at the stage? He's been tanked down quite low.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He'll be fine?
Save towards long A. The time's not going that quickly, I don't think.
Okay. I just don't know, like, the bomb explosion radius of the B side. Because sometimes layers just make things more difficult.
Yeah, if he had run up towards that A bomb site, he'd take quite a lot more damage, but he's kind of chilling in the corner of bank. Looks like another buyout from Cloud9 here, but this is a pretty good opportunity for Splice to get a big foot into this game if they can win this one.
I mean, they lost the first couple of picks as well, but able to convert it towards a B site where Cloud9 looked just a little bit weak and they got broken. So Splice might sense a little bit of blood in the water and start directing their attacks more towards the B bomb site. And now
they will group up and towards the B, all 5 of them. Smokes out towards A is going to keep Cloud9 a little bit more honest as well. They do have the one in the connector and one up the toilets area. Flash is coming out from the Splice side. They are going to push into the bomb site, but they haven't checked Automatic in the corner. He's going to get 2. Tarek grabs 1 onto Drone and Automatic 3k from him, just playing from the pit position. As his teammate does get taken out, hiding in that corner. Mitch actually walking straight past Dildo, so he might get himself a better position there. As he almost gets past all of the Cloud9 players, but Stewie's going to put him down.
And Splice being reset once again. Not sure if they want to force in this round. They have 2 members with 4k. Could maybe drop a few pistols, but at this stage you probably want to full eco, because that way Roker and Drone can invest a little bit more. So, okay, base pistols coming out alongside with smoke grenades to try to execute a bomb plan so the rest of the members can buy up in the next round. Otherwise, P250s across the board for the rest of them. So there's still potential to do a bit of damage if Cloud9 play it disrespectfully. But really a big danger period diverted for Cloud9. If they were reset in that one, Splice would be up 2-2, and Cloud9 would be on the double eco, potentially.
Nice smokes coming out here from Splice. They're not only smoking the entrance to toilets, but also the right side of toilets to get themselves plenty of information. Bit of a gap in that one, so Stewie might be able to abuse that.
I don't think there needs to be a gap in the smoke. It's just there's a smoke, Stewie will abuse it. Stewie just making it look too easy right now. He should be killed from behind. No, Skadoodle was covering the flank. Splice will, Dave will be able to get at least 1 kill. Single M4 loss. Stewie 2K is not going to be angry about that. He's got more than enough cash to buy up. We might see the double op setup come out for Cloud9 very early on. And Splice, they can force into this round. And they will do so.
Interesting decision to buy into that one. Pretty early in this half, they probably could have let another round go by. And they're not really going to force Cloud9 on too bad of a money situation by winning this one. So Mitch going to go onto the CZ. Rest of them will buy up. Skadoodle losing about 30 HP to that short molly, but that's going to put Mitch into a good position to just go for a bit of an aggressive lurk.
Oh, look at Tarek.
3.
And the bomb's been lost as well. There's going to be cover from Stewie as well. And this round is effectively over and done for after Skadoodle picks off Mitch towards short B. It was just over and done with.
I was really liking the start from Splice in this game. They looked, they looked like they had a solid game plan. They looked like they had some interesting smokes that they were doing, but just Cloud9 pushing the angles and making it so hard for them to get their foot into the game or execute whatever game plan that they might be thinking of. You can dry run everything, you can theory craft as much as you like, but when Tarek's just doing the magic boy straight up the fountain there and shooting you all in the face, it's pretty hard to get any map control or go towards any bomb site if you can't get out of your own spawn.
Map control doesn't kill or win games. It's effectively bullets entering the opponent's head. Tarek just showing that. You can just go, you can execute towards A, but the best way to stop and execute towards A and B is just to push them and just kill them all.
Kill them in their spawn.
Exactly. They can't get anywhere near the bomb site. I mean, did anyone even lose their life in that one? I don't think anyone lost their life as well. Skadoodle under a little bit of pressure. Uncharacteristic for him to miss a shot, but that's all right. We can forgive him as Tarek is now just ripping Splice apart. He's been digged down, he's been tagged down, but he's not out. And oh, this is just the Inferno rehash all over again, just on a different side. And Pili is just now biting his nails. He's just lying in a fetal position. He's going, "Why, Davey? I believed in you." He's not, but
I did.
You did believe in Davey.
I did believe in Davey, but it's not working out so far. And hey, I wouldn't say it's that shocking that 2017 Skadoodle's missing a shot or two here or there.
But given the form that even was an Inferno, like he like every single shot he did make, most of the time he hit it, barring it was obscured through smoke, if it was flash. Most of the time when someone strafed into his crosshairs, he hit those shots. So that's why I said it was a bit uncharacteristic, because that is an angle where you normally expect Scar to hit those. But a tactical pause most likely coming out from Splice. Yeah, not much to really talk about. They can buy into this round. It's just going to be AKs. I don't think they'll get the AWP because it just means a lack of utility, and they do need the utility. They just need to hold off against Cloud9's aggression, because Tarik so far is just going, I'll push A, I'll push B, I'll probably push Connector this round. I want more kills. They called me Peanut Brain. I'll show them exactly who's a peanut in a moment.
Let's see what Splice are going to do, whether they do actually react to the aggression like you said, or... You know, I would say going towards the B bomb site could be really effective in this round for about 3 different reasons. Number 1, obviously the aggression has been a big problem for Splice. Number 2, they have had quite a bit of success over towards that B bomb site. That's the only success they've really had so far. And number 3, Cloud9 running a double AWP. But unfortunately, they don't decide to go for that B play. Instead, they're going to spread out all across the map. And turns out spreading all across the map when individually you're not really on the level of your opponents and they're just running around trying to shoot you and take individual aim duels. Turns out that doesn't work really well.
And Davey's not happy about it as well. Last man left alive. When your players are trying to take information, you can't even get information. What do you do? Now they know where Davey is. And automatic, he wants some action. He's going to be point man pushing forward.
Yeah, look, that might have been the round for the dumb play. The rush beat. That's what I would have gone for.
And they just got completely shut out. And Davey's not going to expect to push as well. Oh, he does manage to take down automatic, but it's still 4 more members to take down. And Cloud9 don't really care about throwing people at the stage until maybe Stewie loses his life. But Stewie's now got the flank roads locked down. There is nowhere for Davey to go except back in towards that monster area. And for the last 30 seconds, it's just going to be us chilling out and just watching what Davey's going to be doing. His best opportunity is really just going to the nightclub and just probably chilling out to the sick beats.
It's one of my favorite pastimes in Counter-Strike. Along with, you know, getting rolled about as hard as Splice is getting rolled in this series. That's another one of my faves.
And Davey's not going to suspect Tarik pushing through smoke. This is a Stewie 2K special, but Tarik's not even needed because Stewie's already locking down the line of the AWP. Davey, a little bit fortunate not to die after time because he wouldn't have any cash. But at the stage when you're down 7-1, I don't think cash is your main priority. It's just more of Cloud9. This is the Cloud9 I was expecting earlier on. You know, the full disrespect mode is just like, why should we let it drag into the late game when we can just end it early game?
Yeah, look, like I said, Splice need to go for the dumb plays. That's my advice. Start getting in the bomb sites, start trying to get the trades out.
Here we are. So
isolate one part of the aggression from Cloud9 and try to fight that.
There we are. So Stewie, okay, so they might have a few more weapons right now. Davey picking up too. So the IGL leading by example right now. Another 2 kills going in his way. And now they retrieved as well as an AWP and a rifle. This round is much more alive for Splice on the back of Cloud9's failed aggression. As I said earlier, either live or die by the sword, and Skadoodle is just still staying posted along A. He knows that someone's going to be coming across. Rush is rotated up towards the A bomb site. They're just going to leave Tarik by himself, and Tarik might be pressured shortly.
Yeah, look, 4v3, they can pretty much do whatever they want, and because of that, Rush is actually going to try to grab some information. Looking a little bit worried on the side of Cloud9 as Rush walks up through the connector. This could be pretty much the end of the round if he finds a good timing here. Tarik's going to play on the pillar in the B-bomb site.
Yeah, he's found the correct timing. It's a disaster. Like, every single time, you can see Splice was aware of the potential. They had Mitch lurking towards there, and Tarik is now going to be slightly pressured. That is a great pop flash. Beautiful stuff coming out from Davey as Drone is able to enter onto the site. Still a 2-on-2, but Rush is going to come in for more. He's going to get 4 in the round, saving Cloud9 from what looked like a very good situation for Splice. They lost Unders control. That's right, Davey. We just went, all right, we're going to pop flash you through Monster. And they still can't make it work out. When the individual players are stepping up for Splice, you can see that they do have a little bit of structure. They have these pop flashes, and Cloud9 just goes, we don't care about your structure. We're just better at aiming, and we'll just blast your heads off. Look at the money on this side. They could just die for 4 rounds in a row, and then they'd start having trouble buying up.
Yeah, they took a little bit too long to sort of get anything going after getting themselves an advantage in that round, and Sometimes it's really good to wait for the aggression when you're at an advantage. You're expecting the disadvantageous position that the other team is in to try to find an opportunity to exploit their possible mistakes, but unfortunately Splice are the ones making all the mistakes. They're not watching the angles correctly, and when that's sort of the case for them...
Boys, do you guys know how to run boost?
When that's the case for them, when they're not really being as disciplined as they should be in sort of countering the aggression in the late round, then you're pretty much creating more bad opportunities than good opportunities. And that round, good job from Davey. He's the only one who seems to be doing anything in this series, and he's actually going to deny Stewie that pick. Tarek's going to pick up Mitch on the other side of the map, and this time they will not wait too long to get anything going in this round. They're going to push straight onto the A site.
Oh, Scar, flick of the wrist, will take down Drone. And after the earlier push towards Shortwater from Cloud9, they know exactly what's up right now. And there's no move to push Scar off this position yet. The Molotovs are now finally gone. He missed the shot towards Rocker, and Davey will now find the second of the round. Rush finally responds on the side of Cloud9. But look at that, Tarek and Rush, the two new pickups. Once again, saving Cloud9 and Splice. It is heartbreaking. Finally, we're seeing something. They're trying something, but Cloud9, they just go, who cares? You can try something, but you're still not going to win a round. And now it's 9-1.
Good job defending the counter-aggression from Davey, but unfortunately Mitch on the aggressive lurk. Cloud9 sort of got this number a little bit there at short B, and they do punish him for it, so it ends up being a 1-for-1. But it puts them in a position to win the round. But unfortunately, I think the thing that didn't work for them was the fact that Drone was just so far ahead of the rest of his teammates pushing into that A bomb site. Sometimes that's all right to grab the information. There might be push coming in here from Splice, so dumb play in full effect as Rocket on the entry fag finally getting involved in the round. But it's not mattering when Tarek is playing a weird angle in the smoke, catches them off guard, grabs 3, automatic grabs the other 2. There's nothing to analyze. They're getting wrecked. That's it.
It's just like when Red Eye goes brutal, savage, wrecked, absolutely destroyed. That's literally this game at this stage. It's demoralizing to watch. It's painful. I feel the pain at the moment.
This is like one of those games where, you get pinched or you get punched in an unsavory way, and you sort of just start to get the start of the tears.
Oh man, it's just pushing and pushing and there's no response. This is just rank S. Well, Cloud9 are treating this like a rank S, I would say. And Splice are just going, what do we do? We're trying to play structured, but we're just being pushed. Every single angle, smokes, incendiary grenades, stopping us from taking map control. We don't have the utility this round. And just Cloud9. Cloud9 all the way so far as Stewie. He backs up his teammate and Drone. He comes in a little bit too late to catch anyone out unders. Maybe he'll be able to find one pick. That'll be about it.
Nothing to learn here from Splice, unfortunately. Not only are they not going to win this match, but there's not really anything to learn from it. You haven't forced Cloud9 to respect you, and, at that point, you're pretty much just getting pugged on, and not only are you losing the match, but you're not learning any valuable lessons. You're not showing up in the game. Pretty much just a wasted opportunity at this point. And 11-1 for Cloud9. Tarek's popping all the balloons. There's no party here for Splice.
Yeah, it's only it's like the Tarek automatic and Stewie show, and Skadoodle and Rush are like just sitting there. Rush actually got...
He won that one round.
Yeah, he won that one round, and then he won another round where he got like a couple of kills, and then no one's come his way. It's because everything has been funneled towards Tarek and automatic at the moment, as well as Stewie. They're just pushing and just getting all the kills. They're getting the one-on-ones, and Rush is like, I'm doing my job, guys. Like, I'm holding a site. Why are you taking all the kills away from me?
I mean, the others are probably... Rush has been pretty good lately. Stewie on the party. It's pretty good off angle.
Yeah, Stewie the party boy gets 2.
The party boy.
And the Skadoodle finds Rocker. So it's like, you get one kill, it's like, yes, we have a chance, and then Skadoodle goes, no, you never had a chance in this, and...
Semphis about to push into Skadoodle's angle. He sets up for the half scope, but doesn't really shoot at anything. Mitch coming out of the connector. He's going to grab one. Semphis gets his head blown off by Tarek, who's just pushing long A solo with an AWP. Standard.
It's alright, it's all up to Mitch. Not the caster Mitch next to me, but the actual player Mitch.
Probably still doing better than I would do against Cloud9.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we're hammering on Splice, but once again, when Cloud9 is just in full stomp mode. I don't think there's many people that could stop them outside of a top-tier team who have the structure to kind of deflect it. And Splice is one of those developmental teams. Looks like they don't have the structure yet. And there we have it. Mitch at least gets another kill. 30 seconds left to keep it alive. Oh, also finds automatic. So could be potential in this round, as now he's going to start belting it towards the A bomb site. Rush has come all the way along from T-spawn, and he doesn't know really where to commit towards because Mitch could have gone B or A.
Mitch has no idea what's going on. He's going to smoke, plant in the smoke, and hope for the best.
Where is he still? I mean, Rush is coming through along A. Where is Mitch gone? Maybe playing towards Truck? He's actually gone towards Bank. And imagine if Rush actually throws his HE grenade into Bank. It's like the most demoralizing thing that could happen right now. He just banks it off at the perfect angle. I mean, Mitch has set him up for success, and now Rush, all he has to do is clear the sights. And okay, so he decides to tap it. Oh, he's looking towards Bank, but Mitch is not moved. Yeah, Mitch, oh, he finds the incorrect timing once again. How does Rush do it? Mitch, he was so close.
He's on such low HP and playing such a standard angle as Bank. Wouldn't mind to see the sort of, crouch behind the short A area, but that could leave him open to the flank. I mean, there's no real 100% safe position in that sort of scenario. So especially when you're on a low HP, maybe it's better to go for a bit more of a gimmicky sort of angle.
It's difficult though, because he doesn't know where Rush is going to be coming in from.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So at that stage, when
you're playing such a standard position on such low HP, it's kind of reducing your chances to win the round at that point, because you're just banking on finding the right timing. And if your opponent even lands one bullet, which Rush definitely capable of doing.
Alright, so they managed to take down Skidoo towards B side, but really, what else is there to find? Rush tags up Roka just a little bit, but already down towards a 4-on-2. And Cloud9 is going to stop pushing temporarily, but I'd say that the party's going to start very soon. There you have it, automatic pushing forward. Tarek is still holding the line, and Roka can't land the spray this time around. It's all up to Davey, and the bomb's been lost.
Once again, Davey left last alive. I'm wondering where the rest of his teammates went. See if he's able to get anything done. I believe in Davey. I believe in a Davey clutch. He's going to take down one. Ready for Tarek in this connector. He knows that he's around this area. It's burning him alive.
Beautiful stuff from Davey.
Good utility usage. Stewie's posted up on the angle, but Davey's going to run away. He's playing 6D underwater chess, and Stewie's just holding the angle. He's still playing rank S. Who's your bet on for this one, Kev?
If Davey makes noise, I think Stewie will win it, but it depends on who blinks first, really. If Stewie blinks first, then that's it. All over and done with. I think Stewie... Oh, no! Why? It's like every single time, like Splice, it's like, I'm looking at them like they're making the correct kind of play, and then Cloud9 just like, lol, I'll peek into this angle. Oh, look, there's a guy, I'll shoot him. Every single time. Not just once, twice, or 3 times. It's been like 4 or 5 rounds in a row. It's like Splice, yeah, sure, it's just Cloud9 kind of just giving them opportunities a little bit, but Splice take those opportunities, they look to capitalize, and then Cloud9's just like, oh, it was just a massive prank. You thought you could get more rounds on Inferno? It was like, no, it's a false. It's a falsehood. And Splice, final round in the half. It hasn't felt like a half, it's just felt like an absolute drubbing so far. As now Stewie, alongside with Skadoodle, just going to be an absolute mince grinder. There's finally Under's presence coming through from Davey, but at that stage, down towards the 3-on-2 already, you still don't have a bomb site control.
Nope, they do not. Tarek pretty much holding off all of them.
What?
Davey is on point.
Did he spot him by jumping up? Or
it's just the position that you kind of expect at that point in the round. When you head towards the mid-round, it's so common to grab that short B control because it allows you to control so much of the map. Unfortunately, it's not really going to matter because Cloud9's still doing that thing you were talking about, which is, shooting them.
Yeah, and Rush should be able to take down Drone right now. There you have it. So there's the half, 14-1. A lot of positive signs for Cloud9, but Splice is very, very close. I think we have to put them in towards the emergency department, probably in towards the intensive care unit, because there are not many signs of life. It's been effectively flatlining. Yeah, a couple of attempts at resuscitation from clutch plays from Mitch as well as Davey, but it wasn't enough, and at the end of the day, it should be a very, very quick game for Cloud9, but who knows? I think I have to be the biggest optimist in the world going, yes, Spice can bring this back. I think you have to be very, very optimistic.
Yeah.
Delusionally so.
I mean, there are people like that out there who believe. I believe in the Davey 1v5. That's pretty much what it's been this series so far.
There have been some standouts. I mean, Mitch did decently well in some of the plays, and so did Drone. But overall, like, Semphis was even there. I don't think Semphis was there, to be honest.
He probably has some pretty elaborate excuse, as usual. I mean, he comes up with the best ones, like, you know, maybe he just deadlifted or something today and his arms just aren't working. I don't know.
Maybe all of Spice deadlifted, but it is a 14-1 half for Cloud9 so far. We're going for a short break, and as much as we want to hope for Spice, I don't think they'll last much longer, but find out after 2 minutes. Hello everyone, welcome back to match day 11. Half-time between map number 2, but really it's been no contest so far. I'm a little bit sad. I think we're both a little bit sad because Spice came in earlier this season. We saw a few of their games and we're like, you know, they're looking pretty good. They might not win all the maps, but they show promise. They show potential as one of the developmental leagues, and they're just getting completely destroyed by Cloud9. It's not even close.
Alright, so Betway odds are down the bottom, 1 to 9. Alright, Kev, give me a set of circumstances where Spice wins this game.
I don't know. I really don't know at this stage. Server crashes and then they have to start from 0-0 apiece. That's never going to happen.
No, that's not going to win.
That's not going to happen.
That's not going to win.
Suddenly, 3 of the players of Cloud9 have to go to hospital. Like, okay, so the 3 players have to be Automatic, Tarek, and Stewie2K. And then they have to play 2-on-5, and even then, it's like, I don't know if Spice can win. All you need is 2 people to enter a bomb site, and it's not like Russia was playing poorly, and neither was Skadoodle. They were playing decently well. All you need is 2 people to enter a bomb site and hold it, and then they can still win the game. So I don't know if Spice can win a 5-on-2 at this stage. Because how many situations where they've come close towards winning, and they just got completely shut out?
What would the Betway odds be if Cloud9 were actually 2v5ing? What do you reckon?
3-2. I still give it in favor of Cloud9 at this stage. They're up 14-1. They literally all like.
They just need 2 rounds.
They just need 2 rounds. I mean, as much as you want to say, I believe. I think at this stage it is borderline if you legitimately believe Spice have a chance. Like if you go like, nah, Spice, it was just a prank half. They've definitely got this in the bag. They're gonna win. It is borderline delusional. Like there is outside of Cloud9 legitimately throwing hard. Players having PC issues, only playing on 30 frames per second, they can't fix it, and there's no technical pause. There is no way for Spice to win this. 0. Nada. Zip.
And there's no delusional people out there on the internet, especially not on the forums of any websites that we frequent, Kev.
No, definitely not.
What a pipe. Look at that pipe. Whew.
It's a chimney. Is it a chimney or a pipe chimney? Or is it just a pipe with a little hat? A pipe hat.
I mean, we know some people that treat pipes like chimneys. in the Counter-Strike scene.
Absolutely. No mentions of exactly what, but...
Let's see, as Cloud9 looks like they're set up towards long A, running up there with the bomb site. One player getting his head taken off, as well as the other being Stewie.
There's a chance for Splice.
5 versus 3. This is what we were talking about, 3 versus 5. Let's get the Betway odds up. They've taken the A bomb site, so they legitimately have to 3 versus 5 this round. Let's get your odds, kid. Let's go.
Okay,
let's go.
So Stewie and Tarek is dead. If they can kill Automatic, then it's a legitimate 2 and 5, and let's see what Skadoodle and Rush can do.
And then
Automatic
it's a 50/50.
just needs to throw over the life.
What's the odds though? You got to give me the odds before someone dies. Quick, mate.
I don't know exactly. 3-2. Still.
7 killed 1. 0 killed 2.
Yeah, so 7's Automatic and 0 is Rush. So Automatic and Rush both picking up a kill.
Don't give the names, mate. Stop giving them the names. I like it to be completely anonymous.
Yeah, so Rush has picked up 2 already, and then now Automatic's going to come in and join the party. Oh, Semphis is on the defuse. Oh, why do you jump off it? No, he should have stayed on it. He had the he didn't have a kit, I guess. And Drone had the kit. Semphis will be able to pick up the kit at the end of the day.
God. So they lost the round. Kev's losing his mind.
I was right. It wasn't a 2 on 5, but it was a 3 on 5. But this is what I mean. It's like you had like 5 full HP members. Almost. You had the kit. You had all the time in the world. In Cloud9, they still win it 15-1. This is like... This match so far has been the most brutal I've seen in Pro League. Like, I've seen Ghost Gaming getting stomped, and that was just, like, demoralizing. This is not just demoralizing. It's just mean at this stage. This should not be allowed. Yeah, this should be outlawed in multiple countries, because that's how bad it is.
Yeah, but, yeah, the thing is that, like, some of those Ghost members... Ooh, Automatic getting flashed up. Traded 1 for 1, so not too bad, but going to have to do a bit better if they're going to win this game. I was going to say, the thing is that, like, as this round pretty much wraps up with Rush, you know, this is what Splice needed. They need someone like Rush to get into the bomb site and get some kills, and that's pretty much what they needed most of this game. But
yeah, it's all over.
Yeah, it is.
16-1.
Any comments, Kev?
No comments.
Can we hold a eulogy for Splice? At this point.
This is...
Say a few words.
This is... The last time I've actually felt this bad was when Renegades lost 16-0. And this is coming a close second right now.
But
I'm not going to lie. Like, that's... Remember when we all held a eulogy in unison on the forums for Renegades when they lost 16-0 against... I think it was then...
That was a great
Luminosity Gaming.
That was a great meme.
Yeah, and that's... It sure is 16-1, but... Is it really? Like, you got 1 round, Cloud9 were just completely rolling over you, no respect whatsoever, and even when you had the advantage in the pistol round, couldn't win it.
But as history goes, with the Renegades 16-0, as we know, they will, in a few months, Splice will 16-0 Cloud9.
Oh,
that's how that works.
16-1.
16-1.
They got 1 round. It wasn't the 16-0.
It has to come full circle and turn around, as we saw with Renegades.
It's the karma wheel. Prophecy has to go around.
Yeah.
So
everything has to come full circle.
If we start lighting the candles right now for Splice, maybe we can find something. But ultimately, at the end of the day, Cloud9, they were switched on really. And Splice, I couldn't even fault Davey or Mitch individually. Like, Davey had a decent series, but like that's all you can have, right? You win 5 rounds over 2 maps. The most you can ever go is decent. Because Davey was standout in Inferno. But when it's just a Cloud9 highlight show. Let's just pack it up.
I don't have anything to say really. I'm just disappointed from Splice.
We can always move on to the next series. I mean, there's not much we can analyze for this. We can start talking already about Luminosity as well as compLexity, which
this is the series I was excited for, Kev. And then, you know, the other one, it's not too bad of a series either. Both of them sort of mid-tiering kind of teams. And it's interesting to see a series between Luminosity and compLexity because, like, they're both teams that are in sort of the middling areas of the Pro League, and they both put in a lot of work, which is the interesting factor, you know.
That's what we thought Splice, you know, like developmental team, yeah, low towards mid-tier, they're putting in work, etc. We'd expect a lot more structure, but Overpass, there was nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. I'm not talking about the Cloud9
that's not the
nothing.
thing. It's not even a question of structure at that point. It's like, they look like they had some pretty interesting things that they wanted to do, but they didn't get to do any of them. It's like, when you wake up in the morning and you think of all the amazing things that you want to do.
Like sleep more.
I was going to bring it back to, and then you just go back to sleep.
That's effectively, like, I don't think there's many people who wake up in the morning, unless they're like you know, ritual 10-hour sleep as I wake up. It's like, all right, I'm ready for the Counter-Strike grind. I'm ready for insert X game grind right now, and they play for 12 hours. Now, these days, it's just literally I wake up, and it's just like, I got Pro League, but I do admit I wish I had maybe 1 or 2 hours extra sleep. You know, just towards a reasonable hour, not to get stuck on Parramatta Road. That's just awful. For, like, it's just, imagine, just insert your city's peak hour street where you're stuck in 30 minutes just going 1 kilometer. That's us here.
Pretty much, and a similar case for Splice. Seemed like they were lacking sleep and a little bit stuck in that series. So hopefully we'll get a more interesting series in the next one, but showing some good form from Cloud9. All their players seem to know how to move the mouse onto the opponent's head pretty well. So that's something that we learned today.
They picked the pixel right for the picking. But it is now on towards the next series in between compLexity and Luminosity Gaming. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.